Jones of the Garden Diaries, and I'm going to do a demonstration today of a mostly foliage arrangement. Most of our arrangements that we do are dominated by flowers, and if you look right over there, that has some foliage in it. That's Sweet Annie as the base, but most of it is taken up with the dahlias and amaranthus. But this arrangement, you're going to see the foliage. So since the foliage is on display, I'm going to make it really beautiful. And I've chosen this white vase as a great contrast for that. And the only flower I'm going to use is this. This is a garden chrysanthemum. And it kind of flops in the garden, has these long stems. It's a lot different from the chrysanthemums that you buy at the store every year, maybe put in pots like that yellow one over there. They're much shorter and contained, and they're not fun to arrange with. But the garden chrysanthemums, look at that long stem, and they're beautiful. I like the single with the yellow center. And this is called Sheffield Pink, and I grow it in my garden as a perennial. So here's the things I'm going to be using today, and I have this neat separated bucket. And if they look good, if your flowers and your foliage looks good in a bucket, it's going to look even better in this vase. I just need to arrange a little bit. So it has plain water, no oasis or anything like that, no tape. I'm going to start with my big foliage, and this is Cotinus or smoke tree. I picked it yesterday, and it's a beautiful glossy purple. So I'm using things, this is October in my garden. I'm using things that look good right now. And this Cotinus or smoke tree looks wonderful. I'm going to pull it out so I can get hold of it better. So I have about 6 branches of this Cotinus. And look at that beautiful glossy purple with that white vase. It's a great contrast. And I'm just going to fluff it out. And this acts as the holder for my other flowers. Now the other foliage I'm going to use is Golden Privet. And again, I've removed the lower leaves from it. It's a great contrast to that purple. I have some more over here. This is probably maybe too bushy. I don't want it too bushy and take up too much room. And the other foliage I have is Amsonia. Amsonia turns this wonderful gold color in the fall. So it's a perennial, herbaceous perennial, and it gets a blue flower in the spring, which is pretty. But the foliage is beautiful. I'm going to make it facing me, and then I'm going to turn it around for you because it's really hard to arrange backwards. So here is my Amsonia. Great fall color. It's normally green, but in October it turns a wonderful gold color. All right, so here's all my foliage in there. Oh, I do have a little of the purple sweet potato vine, and I'm just going to stick that in and see how that works. And I forgot I have this. This is Nandina, another great foliage color, and it has that burgundy orange in it. And since I only have that one piece, I'm going to put it out in the front so you can really, really see it. Now you see that? I'm holding one of the smoke trees in reserve because I might add that later. So I'm going to start adding my flowers, and And I have a few grasses, and here's my chrysanthemums. Now see how that pink is really pulling all the colors together with those nice long stems. Get rid of these lower leaves and stick them in there. And I just picked most of these from my garden this morning and placed them in a bucket just to hydrate a little bit, and that's called conditioning, so they don't wilt. Also, this arrangement will last at least a week in my house. When you arrange with out Oasis, your arrangements last longer. Okay, I need to spread these little flowers out. And this is what's called a mass arrangement. I might have to tweak the flowers. Oh, I do have one other flower. This is called Coral Bells, and it blooms in October. It's one of my favorite coral bells, and the variety is Autumn Bride. So I'm gonna stick them in. I'm almost done. And I have this one cotinus. Should I use it? Oh, I'm going to use this gold sweet potato. I like it hanging over the front. And I'm just going to add this other smoke tree in the back because I think there's it needs some more purple back there. And I'm finishing up. I have some this privet. Going to add that in. And I have one more of these flowers, and I'm going to add that in here. So I kind of grouped my coral bells here to make a better statement, more statement, and that is the finished arrangement. It's a great centerpiece. You could put this on a sideboard, in front, in a hallway as you come in front of a mirror. It is finished on one side. The back is finished without flowers, so it's a one-sided arrangement. And before I go, I wanted to show you a floating arrangement. This is dahlias floating with, this is Kufia and Heptacodium, which is 7 sunflower. I wanted it really simple to show off this wonderful vase. Oh, I forgot my grasses. So, you know, sometimes you have to know when you're finished an arrangement. This might be too much, but I kind of like how it adds some texture. So I'm gonna finish it up with the grasses. And that is a fall or an October arrangement that anybody can use in their home. So I'm Claire, the Garden Diaries, and look at my YouTube channel if you want to see more arrangements, because I'll be working on centerpieces and these small arrangements. I have one on making smalls, but look at this centerpiece. It's really simple in a wooden bowl, and I've just placed, this is a bromeliad, a succulent, and a few pumpkins. Now I need to arrange it a little better, but that's the way it's going to start. So I'm done. Look at my other channels, my other demonstrations. Thank you.